what's going on, everybody? This is your boy James, and welcome back to a Dad's Thing production, mountain bike style. A couple days ago, maybe a week or so ago, I mentioned that I wanted to come to the channel and let you all know what I have in my bag, and also share the gear that I use, when I'm out there on the trails, having some fun. Start the season off with some of the gear that I use and share with you all. Maybe there's some newbies out there that can get some, suggestions on, what to carry. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit older. I'm 47, so protection is definitely something that, I recommend, something that I never go out there and leave at home, regardless of what type of trail that I'm riding on. I always want to make sure I got my basic stuff, just in case I do take a little tumble or whatever it may be. Starting, kind of left and right on the screen, this right here is kind of my girdle. You know what I'm saying? It's padded on the thighs up to the hip, and it also has a butt pad as well. So I just slide that on underneath my shorts, or if I'm wearing something longer, some sweatpants or something like that, some riding pants, definitely put those on, again, just in case I take a tumble, just in case I brushed up against some hard stuff. I got some extra padding, on the hips and thighs and buttocks, so I'm not sore for days, and so on and so forth. Moving over, this right here, those are my knee pads. Okay, so got a pair of knee pads, just slide those baby on. These aren't the hard armor type. These are a little bit more the foam, so a little bit more flexible, gives me a little bit more range of motion, but just slip those babies on. They stay in place. They got a little bit that elastic, a little bit of rubber, so they're not going anywhere, and they've been good to me. There's been a couple times I may have lost my balance going up a hill or something. There might be a tree, and kind of lost my balance and bumped my knee on something, and that has definitely saved me. Okay, moving right along, here we go right here in the yellow, same brand, same material, just for the elbows. So that is for the elbows and forearms. Keep those babies on. They also help, when it gets a little bit colder out there, to keep the arms warm, but definitely well worth wearing for me. Again, couple of bumps and bruises against some trees, losing balance, whatever it may be, and it saved me from some bone bruises. And then, this right here, I kind of just improvised, right? This equipment, this stuff, it can get costly, so when I first went out and got my equipment, definitely did some things on a budget. Those right there are a pair of Youth Wilson shin guards, something that a kid who's playing soccer will pick up. I picked those bad boys up for less than $10. So I'll wear a pair of socks, put those on, and then put another pair of socks on so they don't get snagged or anything. And there you go. I got some shin protection. And with the pedals that I have, I definitely upgraded, my pedals, and got some nice grip on there, the metal type. So, I'm not trying to gash them up. And I've definitely seen my fair share of videos with guys and girls out there who've had a couple of accidents, and they definitely hurt them with their shin. Next picture. So I'm here with you right now, and I like my audio and video, and this right here, that's my bike computer. God bless my older brother Roland, who gets out there and does his thing. He gave me that. He gifted me that computer as he upgraded to a Garmin or something like that. And if you know anything about these bike computers, they get costly. So he gifted me that. It does what it needs to do as far as let me know how fast I'm going, let me know how far I'm at. So if I'm out there and I want to use that for, out on an unfamiliar trail and just want to be aware of how far I've traveled, that definitely helps. Moving along, this right here, This is my DJI Action 3. That's my action camera. Fairly new on the market within the last 6 months or so. There's lots of action cameras out there. I am a DJI fan, so I picked up the Action 3, just liked what it can do. And it's been good to me. There'd been a lot of questions about focus and things of that nature for what I'm doing, or maybe I just lucked out and got a good model. It hasn't caused any problems to me. So, I like to mount that on my chest. I'm going to find some different spots to mount it. I don't like it at the top of my helmet, and I'll get to my helmets in a bit, but I might do something for the chin to have a mount there as well. But moving along over here, for my audio stuff, this is a lavalier mic. I do have a wireless system, but I like my wireless system, which I'm actually using now. This right here is a magnet that I've got it placed under, but this right here is what that system looks like. But I like using this when I'm out on the trail for a couple of reasons. Well, actually, the main reason is because if something was to happen, me fall, do something like that, I am not upset that I just damaged a more expensive wireless unit. Over here is my Zoom H1N audio recorder. Very first recorder that I purchased back in the day. Works beautifully. Like I said, I can hook my lavalier mic into there. Got enough cable, stick that bad boy in my pocket, and I have some crispy audio. So that's how I use that. So that's my setup. Okay, let's move right along. And then the headgear, right? Got to protect the head all the time. And this Smith helmet, as you can see, is kind of a, I'm not even gonna say it's a 3/4, but it doesn't go fully down to my neck. It just kind of, the mid part of the back of my head. Definitely open-faced helmet. That's the first helmet that I purchased. I did put an action camera mount at the top right there, but as I said, I don't really like having my camera mounted up there, various reasons, so I keep it on the chest. And like I said, now that I have a full face, which my girls, my wife and my 2 daughters blessed me with for my birthday, just got an opportunity to test it out last week and absolutely love it. Lots of ventilation on the 7IDP Project 23 helmet, clear vision. Just love it. It gave me a little more confidence out there on the trail, knowing that, now I have a full face coverage and protection. Just gave me a little bit more confidence. Not to go overboard. I'm still learning, but definitely a lot more confidence in, excuse me, the level of safety that I have. So depending on what I'm doing, that determines which helmet that I'm going to wear. If I'm out just riding leisurely with my girls, not on the trails, but some paths and things of that nature, I'm wearing the Smiths. Most of the time I'll be wearing the Smiths, but if I'm going to a place that I'm unfamiliar with, that's going to be a little bit more downhill, that's really going to test my skills, I've got the option now to go full face. Okay, so let's go to the next. A little bit of my gear that I wear when I'm out there. At the bottom here, got a pair of shorts that came with a girdle inside. I really don't like it. The pads that it came with are not that it's not that thick. It's something, but not that thick, and that's why I bought the other girdle that I showed in the first slide. But here I go. I bought this, and I'm gonna change the color real quick. This right here, that's kind of a 3/4 shirt. It's mesh. It has the arms are camo, so if you haven't picked up on my theme, I definitely enjoy the camo, and that really goes into my bike as well. But love that jersey. This right here, the R2RK, beautiful shirt, got some highlights right there. That's a design. Shout out to Rashard Lawson Sr., R2RK Customs. design, who designed that shirt. I wear that when it gets a little bit chilly. I don't like jackets and things of that nature. I'm not riding in the rain, so something that's a little bit more beefy as far as protecting me from the wind. That's what I put on, and I like to do my stuff in layers. So that's a little bit of the outerwear that I'll be out there with. So keep it simple, and once it's warmer out, if I need to wear a t-shirt, definitely have my t-shirts. And again, I've got my forearm and elbow pads that can protect the arms. I always want to be covered, right? Never want to be out there bare arms. That's just me. That's just how I do things. I know folks have different ways of doing it, and that's all good. But I like to have my arms covered. And as you can see, the bright colors, definitely like the bright colors. If I'm out there by myself, God forbid, I take a spill or something like that. My bike is green, my helmet is green. I want to have some bright colors out there so people can see me and I'm not too blended into my surroundings. Okay, I picked this baby up at one of the local sporting goods stores. Is actually the shoulder pads for a lacrosse player. So I saw this. It was a great deal. I think I paid less than $30 for it. And I'm like, I've been looking for something to give me some shoulder protection, get a little bit of the forearm protection, on the sides right here. That's a little bit of that. This section right here gives you a little bit of protection for the chest, and then in the rear has a little bit of protection as well. So again, when I'm doing something that's a little bit more, speed related, downhill, somewhere that I've not gone before, and I just want to add a little bit more protection, I'll throw that puppy on. Never take my safety for granted. Again, getting a little bit older, do not heal as fast as I did when I was younger. Okay. Always carry my little backpack with me, my camel back with me. And I usually carry 2 bottles of water. You can see the one right here that's in the system. So that's on the back. Okay. And then this one right here is the one that I will have in my cage on my bike. So usually having two bottles of water and have something in the car so I can have something on the ride home, but always want to stay hydrated. Okay. And then inside, here's some of the goodies that I have that I keep with me. And, again, I do a lot of local trails, so not big mileage, but always want to have something just in case, get a flat or, have a mechanical failure. Got some stuff that I keep, and this is what it is. I keep an extra tube. I'm not running tubeless yet, but I keep a tube, and who knows, maybe somebody else is on the trail and they need some help and I come along. I'm always there to try to help out folks. So be a good neighbor, that community. Okay. Also, this right here and this goes together. That is my cartridge set CO2. So if I need just a quick boost of getting that tube pumped, I have that. This right here is a little micro pump. So I also have that. Tire tools, so I can help fix a flat. Right here, that little blue thing, got some patches and some glue, so got that as well. Right here, little duct tape. Never know what you have to put together in as far as wires or something like that. Duct tape is good. This is my bike tools, got different heads on there so I can tighten things up, chain fixer, so on and so forth, and always about safety right there. I got a first aid kit right here. I got some zip ties, again, for some cables and things. I'm lucky a lot of my cables are internal, but you never know. Again, just have a couple of those. Got some hand sanitizer, so bam. And you know what I'm saying, never know what else I might need out there. Got a little pocket knife just in the bag, just in case I run up on a situation that I need to have that to help me out with, cut the zip ties, whatever it may be. But got that as well. Okay. And last, but definitely not least, got some footwear, got a pair Ride Concepts. Love this shoe, very durable. Love the leather that it's made out, really, really tough. That toe has got like an extra kind of rubber hardened kind of, I'm not gonna say a steel toe, but it's really, really tough, to make sure that, any rocks or any, debris that you might come along in the trail, definitely got some protection for the toes. And then as you can see at the bottom of the shoe, has got the kind of waffle pattern. So you can really get that grip on those flat pedals with those little metal spikes that come up. There you have it. That's what, I got in my bag that I keep. That's the gear that I use when I'm out and about on the trails, and always adding stuff to the mix as you see things. But that's my basic package. Always I got a pair of sunglasses that I have some lenses that are interchangeable, so I can do that as well. Everybody is unique, your trails and your situation, so yours might be a little bit different. Would love to know what you carry in there that you may not have seen in my bag. I've gotten lots of tips online, YouTube, from different riders that have different things in their bag. Appreciate y'all for the support. Please like this video. Definitely make some comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Definitely, as I get out there for this season, I'm going to be bringing some good stuff to y'all on some trails that I will be hitting up with my riding buddy. We plan on doing some epic rides this year, going to do some trips, and I'm definitely going to be bringing that to the channel. So would love for y'all to be here. All right. So again, fatherhood is a journey you don't have to do alone. So don't. Here at the Dad's Thing, we're here to partner with you on your journey as you partner with me on mine. Peace.